One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ncaa Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played it.
There he goes. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Just feeds the running back.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. 1st down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. It's complete on the right side. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Looking for room. It's Payne.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Eighth play of the drive coming up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's James. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
With the catch, it's Baker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Baker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Payne. Touchdown, TCU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the SMU Mustangs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops looking for a chance to go.
Looking for a big game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game, and that's it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. That free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets
deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Grab near the marker, it's Baker. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Barnes. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Great job by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Baker. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's James. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down. And that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Brinson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has, they're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. It's complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Jennings. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Catch is made at the 15. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Hoover. Tagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Payne. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong.
Sneaks it in.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give on the option. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air. It's Jennings. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Here comes the hurry up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Maryland. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing.
Dashes the heart of the knee. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Slithers into space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time.